Hello students, very good morning. In English session we have completed this lesson. You have written this question answers in notebook. And yesterday we have done grammar part of noun, proper noun and collective noun. We have completed up to here. Now today we will study about synonyms and antonyms. So what are synonyms and antonyms? Synonyms means the word that are having similar meanings. A word that means the same as another is called a synonym. For example, sad. Sad can also be placed as miserable or unhappy. Here question is given. You have also copied in notebook. We will just revise it. Choose the right synonyms from the brackets for the highlighted words given in the sentences. First, King Midas was delighted when his daughter came back to life. Now you can see here, for delighted, two words are given, happy or angry. So what you will write? King Midas was delighted when his daughter came back to life. So he was happy. So we will tick here. Second, King Midas was very rich. Now for rich, which will be the similar meaning word? Wealthy. Wealthy is the similar meaning word for rich. King Midas finally became a wise king. So here similar word is sensible. King Midas also learned that gold is not the most precious thing in the world. So another word for precious will be valuable, not worthless. It is valuable. Satisfied at having so much gold, King Midas went for breakfast. Satisfied word happy. We can call it happy also. Happy at having so much gold, King Midas went for breakfast. The stranger granted him the golden touch and disappeared. Now for disappeared, two words are given, entered or vanished. So which will be the answer? Vanished. Now antonyms. Antonyms means opposite words. The word that means the opposite of another word is called an antonym. Synonyms means similar meaning and antonyms means opposite meaning. For example, tall, short, rich, poor. Here question is given, match the words in column A with their opposites in column B. So you can see here, first is bright, difficult, quiet, tidy, wide. And in another B column, easy, dull, narrow, noisy, untidy. So now tell me what will be the answer for bright? Bright, dull. So we will match it here. Difficult, easy. Quiet, noisy. Tidy, untidy. Wide, narrow. So these were the antonyms, means opposite words. Now next is familiar words. This is a small activity. We can do in class also. But you can say these words. Look at these words. Your partner should read out the words one by one and you should spell them out without looking at the words. Take turns to spell out the words. Now you can also read out yourself. First is collect, daughter, palace, value, ingots, stranger, appear, thought, enough, touch. This is the reading part. you can do on your own. And now this writing part. This is the story of King Midas, but the sentences are not in the right order. Rearrange the sentences and write the correct numbers beside the sentences. Now you can see here some sentences are given about the story. You all have read the story, The Golden Touch, about the King Midas. Now here are some sentences given, but they are not in the order. They are not in correct order. So you have to write here number and then write the correct sentence. So you can write the sentences in your notebook in correct order. You have to write this in rough book. Next is punctuation. Punctuation means comma. Whenever we are writing sentence, when two sentences are there and we have to separate it, we put commas. A comma is a punctuation mark. It tells us when to pause. Pause means stop. Just for a second we have to stop. It is called a pause. Especially when we are reading, though it is a short pause. The bunch of roses in a vase, comma, the curtains, comma, the bedsheet and his clothes all turn to gold. Now you can see in this sentence some words are given, but we can't continually read it. So what we will do, when the bunch of roses in a vase, we have to put comma because we are taking a pause here, and then we are taking another in the curtains. We separate items with commas when we list them in a sentence. Notice that there is no comma before and. Try reading this sentence without the commas and you will understand the difference. Now you can see here, place commas in these sentences. We have to put comma, but here no comma is given. So one sentence I will read. There were rubies, sapphires, emeralds, diamonds and gold in the boxes. Now while reading, I read it continuously. But here 3 to 4 items are there and we have to separate it. So where we will put comma, there were rubies, comma, sapphires, comma, emeralds, comma, diamonds and. We don't have to put comma before and is the word. So we don't have to put comma here. And gold in the boxes. Similarly, you can do second, third, fourth and fifth sentences on your own. So this is the end of the lesson. Revise it again. Learn question and answers also.